this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the ACC, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the offense on first down. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the defense, with help from the officials, will push this offense back. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, or proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time names.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Yeah, they definitely weren't able to chip up and get him on that one. But I'll tell you, a hit like that makes you think twice about wanting to run the football between the tackles for the rest of this game, because that dude has got some bad intentions.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
They are trying to set the tone on the opening drive of the game. They could punt, pin them back deep. Instead, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to throw. Looking for a deep man. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Scanning the field, it's Bean. Got his man out of the backfield. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive.
And a lot of times when you're in your own territory and it's 4th and 1, you see the offense try to draw people off sides. No, sir. They said, we're going to get this thing. We need 1 yard. We got 1 yard. We worked on it all week. They were successful. Nice aggressiveness early in their own territory.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Getting some heat. Setting up the screen. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The Canes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the effort, tried to toe tap, but at the end of the day, that's just a really good-looking incompletion.
This offense has a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Bean. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? You're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoring.
second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, it's Bean. He's going to take off. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
He doesn't need anything, man. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Canes. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go.
Brings it down on the right side. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Hurricane! No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
They're just about to boot it away full of energy after housing that last kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Cole. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Miami! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Miami, 28, Pitt, 7.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation. And you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on first down. Now second and long from the 21. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the right. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cage. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
On second down, looking again to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Quinn. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. Pitt pushing the base. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Makes the grab. It's Baker. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Panthers are moving quickly down the field.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He's going to pass on second down. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to fire to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They're bringing heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And now on second down for this offense. A designed run for the quarterback. Snowed under by the defense.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Fullback's got it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
I tell you what, fullbacks are kind of dying breeds. You just don't use them very much. So when you bring them in the game, a lot of times you bring them in the game to be physical and stout blockers, and then occasionally you give them the ball in those short yardage situations. You say, go get me a first down, big fella.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a desire...
The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. And he's brought down and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Have you ever met a wide receiver that isn't always open? They always want the football. They got so much confidence. QB rolling outside the pocket, trying to make a play. Receivers had an opportunity maybe to make a play, but you know what? I'm open, throw me the ball, throw my hand in the air. You know what? That pick, it goes on the quarterback stats, not the receivers.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Backed up, 3rd and 10 from inside their own 5. Like a doctor, first do no harm. First priority is to take care of the ball here. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And now they've lost the ball down here. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. Touchdown, Hurricanes! The defense takes matters into their own hands.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game 1, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. He'll start this drive firing. Fires one high and deep. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He looked as if he...
Intercepted.
It all the way, and this junior makes a play.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
First half with the score, Miami 42-7.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, the defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football.
And the ball's on the ground. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The inside handoff. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Looking downfield, it's York. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And would they dare be aggressive on third down this deep in their own territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. Then right back to the line. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Let's go! Try to get it to the edge. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Offense facing
The ball is out behind the line. And the offense falls on the ball, but they'll still have to give it up. They're short of the first down.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll let one go down the right side. Touchdown, Miami! And the stomping has commenced. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisville is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up 14 over Texas A&M. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He's going up top. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
On the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. To the air. It's York. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Off play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Panthers! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit too far for the speedster.
And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bought a little time, lets it go. He makes the connection. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Puts him in the spin cycle. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Miami, 49, Pitt, 14.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. To the air, it's Bean. Coming after it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Give to the running back. Not much room there. They'll give him one to the 9. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Jennings. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
3rd down play from the gun. Throws to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They want to run this quarterback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. This is a designed run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Miami, 56, Pitt, 14.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. A first down for the offense. And they'll take a knee. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. The quarterback's just going to take a knee. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. They're only 1 for 3 on 4th down attempts, but they'll try it again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.